Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. These are your messages for June 23rd through the 29th for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So your general overall energy this week is the Wheel of Fortune. How you will be feeling is the King of Wands. And the energies that you should lean into for the best results is the Two of Cups. So let's talk about your week, the week of June 23rd. So Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, you guys have the Wheel of Fortune as your overall energy. And this suggests that possibly changes in the air. This card speaks about like cycles, fate, unexpected shifts. And it just reminds you that life is always in motion. Like what goes around, what goes up must come down. What goes up must come down. Life is just constantly moving like that. And we're basically like riding the wave of the Wheel of Fortune. This could also be about destiny or fated events. It could be about synchronicities. Perhaps you have some lucky breaks, or you'll feel really lucky this week. You'll be able to have like chance encounters. It can also be about growth, or just feeling like some things are just suddenly falling into your lap, or feeling like things are coming to you easier this week, which is really nice. And it's also basically reminding us to release control and just trusting the process as it unfolds. So the week is less about forcing outcomes and more about staying centered while the wheel turns. Whether it brings a breakthrough or a challenge, the wheel always reminds us that every moment is part of a larger rhythm, and our job is to stay open, adaptable, and aligned. So, like I said, what goes up must come down. If you're on an upswing, just know that there's always a downswing. And that's kind of how life goes. When things are really good, we need to really appreciate them. When things are bad, we need to know that they're going to get really good. I feel like your week's going to be really great because you're feeling like the King of Wands. And the King of Wands is all about feeling bold, self-assured. You're ready to take the lead on things. You have a vision. You're feeling inspired. You're very charismatic. You are a go-getter. You're magnetic. You're motivated. I just feel like you're going to have some passionate ideas, or your mind is set on some things that you're going to feel really passionate about. It's like you have a fiery steadiness, and you're just basically kind of able to direct things with authority. And he's a go-getter. He's really good at everything that he does. And that's how you're feeling this week. So I feel like the wheel is turning in your favor because of these cards surrounding that wheel. You also have the Two of Cups, and that is what if you lean into this energy, that will give you the best results for the week. And the Two of Cups energy is all about, it's a heart-centered energy, so it's all about forming bonds, whether it's in love or friendships. It's about collaboration, and it could even be talking about your relationship. Perhaps that is renewing and feeling better this week. Perhaps you could even be involved, with a fire sign. Doesn't have to be, but that could be really growing and blossoming and feeling really nice this week. But when you lean into this Two of Cups energy, it's all about deepening bonds and being genuine and kind of balancing things, because we have two here, so that's always about balance. So it's all about reciprocity and balancing things, balancing emotional feelings, noticing where the energy flows freely and where it feels one-sided, and then adjust it accordingly, and leading with empathy. So it's a really nice card. I feel like if you involve your emotions and love in some areas, it will help you and just make things feel more whole. You also have expansion here, so you could be really thinking about expansion. I also noticed her pregnant tummy, so maybe you guys are focused on expanding a family, or thinking about perhaps creating a family with someone. Those could be on your mind this week. But expansion of all kinds, especially with the King of Wands. He's a go-getter, so you could be thinking about things that you want to grow in your surroundings, or things that you want to bring to fruition. You did get the Gossip card reversed, so just hopefully that's not happening where there's gossip around you. Perhaps that's kind of dissipating since you have that Wheel card. You also had the Nine of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, and it's reversed. So sometimes that can make you feel like, just don't let any self-doubt creep into your mind. I feel like this week you're not going to, because you have that feeling of the King of Wands, but I just want that to be kind of in your mind because it did come up reversed. So upright, the Nine of Pentacles is all about feeling like you are successful and you're capable and you can handle anything and you've got all this affluence around you and you're just generally doing really, really well. And when it's reversed, you could be kind of self-critical. You can kind of feel like things are not necessarily always working out for you, but don't let your mind go there because you have such beautiful energy this week. I feel like it doesn't apply to you at this time, for it to be reversed like that. It's sometimes about, questioning your self-worth or questioning your achievements, or sometimes it's about doing really well financially, but feeling like you're not emotionally fulfilled, or you could feel lonely in success. But that's not the case this week because you're leaning into this Two of Cups energy. So just keep that in mind. I do want to get a couple more cards for you. I do want to talk also about this. I did get submerged, communication, stillness, and wake-up call. So you guys could have been through something like almost like a wake-up call where you had some submerged feelings or some things that you were keeping still, or you weren't really looking at them as much, that needed to be communicated. Perhaps you are doing that now, like communicating those things, or that is something that maybe even caused a wake-up call in your life. That was just kind of a side message. But you also have this emergence, this beautiful emergence, and it's like she's coming up out of the water. It reminds me, even though these are dragonflies, it reminds me of the butterfly, how you like the butterfly cocoons and then it blossoms into this beautiful butterfly. And I do feel like that is such a beautiful energy coming through for you guys. You might feel like more comfortable in your skin and just like you can be your authentic self with whomever you're with this week, and you can be more vulnerable. It's really lovely. I like that. What is Spirit's advice for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising this week? Spirit's advice. Thank you. We got two that popped there. Progress, not perfection. Don't compare yourself to others or judge yourself. Instead, focus upon how far you've come and all that you've learned. That could be a message attached to that Nine of Pentacles, because it's about progress, not perfection. Don't nitpick yourself. Just focus on how far you've come and all that you've learned in your journey. Don't compare yourself to others. You are doing really well. Be gentle with yourself. You've been through a lot and you need time to heal and recover. And then I wanted to get another Spirit's advice card for Virgo. Spirit's advice for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising this week, for this week. What is Spirit's advice for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising? Spirit's advice. Thank you. Stand by your commitment. You're strong enough to keep the promise that you've made. Don't back out now. Your angels believe in you. Yeah, believe in yourself too. Stand by your commitments to yourself. This could be about a love relationship, and it feels like, I do feel like it is going to improve a bit. You also have wise soul here. Your soul carries ancient wisdom. Please embrace it as you have the knowledge to help those around you. So that's really lovely. I love that message for you, Virgo. I hope you have a beautiful week, and I will talk to you soon. Take care.